Okay, alright. Hi guys, and welcome to another video. We're here at Longeye's Ledge. This video and probably the next one, maybe two, are going to be looking at some of the cool quests here in the Charr homelands, and we're actually going to be going over something that was the earliest video that's still on my channel that I ever did for Guild Wars, which will be really interesting to go back to that and actually have real commentary while we're doing, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Basically, now that we freed the Ebon Vanguard, Lieutenant Langmar and sort of all of her friends are hanging out around here, and we can just do a few quests to do with them and what they're talking about. So if we go out, we'll see Captain Langmar conveniently placed just out here. Remember the fact that she's not actually in an outpost, because I'll kind of talk about this a long time later. A little thing about Lieutenant Langmar, it only happened quite recently, but she's actually been added as an NPC in pre-searing Ascalon as well. So in my Let's Play, she wasn't actually there when I was in pre-searing Ascalon. Remember I told you that I was maybe planning on doing a pre-searing series. I was going to point out her. She's basically been added in a content update, and there she's called Lieutenant Langmar. But this is the first time we're meeting her, Captain Langmar. She's from Ascalon, she's in the Ebon Vanguard, and she's got a lot of stuff to talk to us about, including 2 quests right now. Okay.
Report in.
Okay, so she says, I appreciate Gwen convincing you to rescue our forces, but let's not make a national holiday out of it. We're hoping to take advantage of the chaos you've sown in the Charr forces. If you find any Charr battle plans, tell me immediately. We can decode them to find out their next moves. Okay, so the whole time, even before we'd freed these guys, while we were still doing the main quest, we have had a chance to find quite a rare drop from the Charr called Charr battle plans. I'll talk more about this. It's kind of like a mini game in a weird way. They're like mini missions, special op missions they're called. I'll talk about those when we actually find some Charr plans. I'm kind of banking on finding some in these quests here. If we don't, I'll just have to grind my arse off camera or buy some from someone or something. But that aside, which we will look at later, we get 2 quests. Okay, one of the quests here is the start in a long quest chain. Well, not that long a quest chain, but a quest chain which will eventually end up with us getting a new hero. As you know, we've got these optional heroes in all of the areas in Eye of the North. This place is no exception. And there's also a single quest here called the Smell of Titan in the Morning, which we will do as well, maybe even in this video. And yes, that is to do with the Titans, and yes, it's a cool quest. So, because we haven't seen the Titans for a while, not since we're in the Foundry of Failed Creations, let alone a quest to do with the Titans in the real world, right? So, anyway, we're going to do Failure to Communicate and kick off this quest chain here first. So, it's good to find you well, Peter Redhill. I have a task for you. I've sent Scout Winslow on a sensitive reconnaissance mission, but he has failed to return. I also sent Anton, one of my best soldiers, to find him, but he has not returned either. I trust my men. I do not let trust blind me to reality. Something has happened and I need you to investigate. Okay, so well, since you asked so nicely, I like this quest chain starting off like this because it's kind of starting off how we first got here as well. We're just looking for missing members of the Ebon Vanguard. It's like nothing has changed, which I guess some people could be like, oh, that's so stupid, why can't they think of something more inventive? But you know, I quite like how it's sort of a repeat again. But this time, obviously, we actually get a quest marker, so it's just as simple as, hey, go over there, walk to that. And yeah, so we're going to go straight along the same path. Obviously, Vale won't be whispering in our ear the whole time. And I will actually show you something, because I foolishly missed it out when I was coming here. I'm continuously on these latest episodes looking at editing and thinking, oh, I want to show you guys this. So we might be doing a little bit of cleanup here and showing you some various things. You know the Siege Devourer I talked about? How I said that there could be one in every explorable area? There is one in every explorable area, and the first one that you can actually meet is over here on the left. And you also remember what I said about how they remain when you go through outposts, so you could end up having theoretically 3 party members in Siege Devourers at once? Well, it's even better than that, in fact. You can actually have keep zoning from the explorer areas and continuously climbing them. So if you have a full party of 8 humans, which, let's be honest, doesn't really happen that much anymore, but if you can get a guild together to do that, you can have 8 Siege Devourers running around, and it is very, very, very cool. In fact, another thing about because of the way that the game just works, the mechanics of the game, how you remain in the Devourer even through going through a loading screen, you can start these special ops missions that Captain Langmar will give you, which I'll explain more to do with these battle plans. What you can do is get your whole team in Siege Devourers, right? And then you can start the special ops mission while you're in the Devourers. And if I remember correctly, and I've seen a screenshot of this happen, and it's bloody amazing, when it happens, you can actually go to do these special op missions, which don't take place in the Charr homelands, might I add, and you'll still be in the Siege Devourers. So there's screenshots out there of people in Ascalon, all the way down here, like outside the Greenwich Courthouse, in these huge Siege Devourers. It's just a brilliant screenshot, and I've always wanted to go back and do it. I doubt I'll do it in the Let's Play, but if I ever do get round to do it, you can be sure that I'll make a video out of it, because that's just kind of the hilarious little thing that, you know, not many people know about, but I think would just be fantastic to see a video of. I remember I was so shocked when I first saw it. It was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, we'll kill these Charr. Hopefully they'll drop a battle plan. You know, now that I'm considering the fact that I want battle plans, I don't mind sort of grinding around and maybe cutting fights off as we go through. But yeah, here you go. This is the first Siege Devourer. And we'll just get in the seat. And another cool thing about the Siege Devourer is actually, if you look back, you might want to play the video back because I might not kill another one for a while. You can actually see the Charr mounting them. I think you can actually see the Charr sort of sitting on the Siege Devourer, which is just a really cool little touch, which I never really noticed before I was filming these videos and watching them back, and I was like, oh my god, you can see him on there, which is just a really cool little touch if you ask me. You get a skill, I think it's this one, I don't know, yeah, it's this one. It's called Hayar, so you just keep screaming Hayar, Hayar. It's presumably whipping the Devourer or whatever. See, it's weird because we're like climbing inside the Devourer, which is just very odd, but whatever we're doing, we're making it move faster. It's a cool skill. It's actually... Oh, and I'm lagging out. I'll see you guys in a sec. And we're back, and my whole team wiped while I'd lagged out, because we lagged out and kept running. You can see where the Siege Devourer died there. We kept running into that huge boss group of mantids there. So yeah, that is bloody... My internet's just been so bad recently, I'm not 100% sure what it is. Anyway, as I was saying, that skill, I can't demonstrate it to you now, but that skill, it's really cool, because it's like you keep tapping it, and every time you use the skill, you move a bit faster, a bit faster, a bit faster. It's really kind of unique. You don't see any other skills like that around. I guess that's to be expected, considering we're in a freaking mount, and you don't really get any mounts anywhere else in the game, but still, I quite like that skill. The other ones are cool, you know, lay a huge siege down and stuff, but it's just like the mechanics of that I always really enjoyed. Anyway, are we getting close now, or am I going to have to speed this up? I think I'll probably speed this up, guys, because the more I speed it up, maybe we can get the whole quest chain done in this video. I know, well, yeah, we're about 7 minutes right now, so who knows? Oh, please don't over aggro again. I don't have the excuse of having lagged out this time. Oh god, and the mantids are just frustrating because you kill them and they come back and it's just, go away. Alright, yeah, so I will literally, I think we're just walking down that path there to see what we can do. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, here we are. So we're at this red shrine here, and here is Anton. Silence! You move with the grace of a one-legged mower. Do you want to give us away? A one-legged mower. Brilliant. Just think of the death animation of a mower and you'll kind of get what I think he's trying to say there. He says, I see. Captain Langmar sent you. To bring back my body, no doubt. Her concern touches me like a dagger. But I'm more than capable to handle this situation. However, you are here now. Tell me, do you know why assassins wield 2 blades? Because we have only 2 hands. I'll not turn away an extra set of hands, no matter the source. Let us find Scout Winslow, but tread carefully. Alright, okay, so here's Anton. Well, at least he's not dead. An assassin through and through, Anton. Anton, I'll admit, when I first played... Oh, I didn't grab the bounty, did I? Oh, yeah, another thing. You see the rebel yell here, the icon there? That's actually supposed to be Captain Langmar, apparently, in the skill icon. So, yeah, another little bit of trivia for you there. But, yeah, no, I'll hold my hands up and admit it. I used to get Anton a little bit confused with Vale because they were both kind of generic sort of assassins that you meet and are fairly mysterious and have a lot to their past in the Charr homelands. I wasn't like that for a long time, but I do definitely remember having a conversation with someone in my guild, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been talking to Anton a lot, and I was talking about Vale, and we had a very confusing and stupid conversation coming up from that. Anyway, so here's the camp that we assaulted in the first mission, of course. Basically, I quite like what they did here, because where they basically Arenanet sat down and said, right, we're not going to have any secondary quests until they have completed the primary storyline. They actually had the advantage of having all of the secondary quests play off of what was happening in the main storyline, which actually you missed out on in pretty much everywhere else in the game, where they left the secondary quests fairly generic so they could slot in anywhere in the primary timeline, if you will. Nightfall was quite good with it, I guess, where they had so many quests that only activated after you'd completed certain parts in the plot. But again, I mean, I've mentioned it before, the massive problem with that was you were never informed when these quests became available. So it was like, oh yeah, go meet Palawa Joko out in the desolation, and now randomly another thing's become available a million miles away over at the Chantry of Secrets. Holy crap, that's a lot of Charr. Gwen, please use panic on them. If she uses panic on them, we'll be fine there, and she's not using it. No, there you go, there it is, so we should be okay. But yeah, here it's quite cool. So basically all of the quests are going to be assuming we've already assaulted this place, we've already done that. Basically they're saying, oh yeah, the Charr, and there's a little bit of a power vacuum right now, there's a bit of chaos going on, the rebellion is kind of starting, and nobody really knows what's going on, and we kind of infiltrate them and take advantage of this time. So many Charr here, Jesus wept, this is mad. You can see Scout Winslow over there, I'm sure you've been seeing his dialogue boxes this whole fight. Do feel free to read those quotes, he's got a lot, you'll only be able to read them at one point during this. I think some of them are quite funny, like he talks about how he's a toad that's you wouldn't want to lick him and stuff. I can't quite remember, but yeah. Was that a warthog I just saw? Yes, they've got a warthog in a cave. Brilliant. In a cage. Brilliant. Right, I should probably be targeting the monk here, but I don't want to move because it could let all of the other... Oh, well, there we go. It's happened anyway. So let's just get through. If I flag my guys... No. See, another thing I wanted to do was flag my guys forward a bit, just so that I knew 100% they were in range of my save yourselves, so we'd all be okay. But now you've got the problem that they're all in a single location, which is never good. There, they've spread out. Alright. Hopefully I can kill these guys. They're actually taking a long time to go down, aren't they? So we'll see what happens. If I can't kill them, they're blocking stuff. Maybe I'll kill the prophets first, yeah. Alright, yeah, I'll just speed this up because I kind of feel a wipe coming. Yeah, Lena's down. They're all going down, right, so maybe I've just over-aggroed. Oh, the joys of playing with the compass off. I forgot how amazing this was. Alright, yeah, I'll see you guys. Come on, just kill the prophet, thank you. Yay. At least we go into this with an upper foot next time if we do wipe. The problem is he keeps blocking my bloody dragon slash, and it's annoying, and it's stopping me being able to use save yourselves enough. There we go, the boss is down. That pretty much ensures a victory here, I would say, unless we're too far. No, we're fine. Alright, okay, so we'll kill these guys. Apparently in this quest, like, these are all spawned in Charr, obviously. I did read on the wiki and the walkthrough thing that if you're careful enough, you can just kill a small group outside his thing to free him, and you don't have to kill the big group, which I'm assuming is the group I just sort of charge headfirst into. So you can watch out, unless they're talking about those guys over there. I'm not sure. I doubt it, considering they're quite out of the way, but yeah. Come on. Alright, so Scout Winslow says, thank you, I thought I was doomed. Doomed! Yeah, okay, he's not actually a vampire. That wasn't supposed to sound like that. Okay, Anton says, pull yourself together, man. Are you a soldier or a Murgo frolicking in high tide? Does that mean Murgo is like the water? Sir? A soldier, sir. Yes, sir, a soldier. Yeah, you're damn straight you're a soldier. Oh, I was talking to the water. Whoops. Then tell us what you learned, Scout. What did you learn, Winslow? We're not going to let you out until you tell us. He's crying. Ah. Yes, sir. Your lead was solid, sir. Before I was captured, I heard one of the Charr mention Rend Rage Mauler. It appears he's been recalled to counteract their recent losses. So he is here, finally, after all these years. Quickly, tell me about the Charr that spoke of Rend Rage Mauler. That's all I know, sir. I was captured before I had a chance to get any closer. Useless! You had better serve the Vanguard as a pastry chef. Very well, I shall simply have to rip out the tongues of every Charr I find until one flaps loose with the information. And with that, Anton disappears into the night, I think. Oh, he says, you, Peter Redhill, inform Captain Langmar that I am proceeding on ahead. I have business with Rage Mauler. Alright, does he disappear into the night with that? I think he does, actually. Is he still around? I can't see him. So yeah, that's Anton for you guys, and this is Scout Winslow, who we can't speak to, and I actually find hilarious that we do genuinely leave him in the cage. You can't do anything. You want to get him out? tough titties. There's no lever, there's nothing you can do. You just map away and assume that he'll be fine. So yeah, good luck, Winslow. I'll see you later, buddy. And we won't actually see him later. I think that's the only quest he's in. Bear in mind, these aren't the group of people that we saw leaving when we first kind of got to the Charr homelands. Don't forget about those. There's some cool stuff to do with them. Lots of intrigue about missing Ebon Vanguard people to do here. But so far, we'll just focus on these ones, and I'm not quite sure what path I want to go to next. There are some really funny things around here as well. It's just... Alright. But we'll get to them when we get to them. I've got to stop going off topic and talking about stuff further forward. So, Captain Langmar, hey. My men are alive and well. That is welcome news, but we can ill afford to lose any men at this important juncture. Thank you for your report. You shall be justly compensated for your efforts. I am concerned, though, that Anton did not return with you. You say he mentioned Rend Ragemauler? He and I shall talk of this when he returns. Well, it doesn't sound like he is returning. Let's be honest here. Anton went to the Charr for information. He always was a strange individual. Claims he was imprisoned in Surmia and escaped only when the city fell. Still, he has served the Ebon Vanguard well. I will mention, just now since we've heard of Surmia, and some of you guys may have forgotten, Surmia was this whole kind of region here. We can't tell if it was like a city on its own or a collection of cities and places, but basically you had Surmia here. It was one of the places when the Ascalonians got bold, where the Charr hadn't attacked for a while. They started building places north of the wall, and they even named their capital up here. They named their capital Jaskir up here, and Jaskir was either in Surmia, sort of the region Surmia, or it was like very close to the other city called Surmia. And yeah, it was one of these places that eventually it was one of the first places to get taken out when the Charr attacked and brought down the Searing. So yeah, that was Surmia, and that's where Anton's from. Whenever the issue of Rend Ragemauler comes up, he withdraws. He loses focus on everything except revenge. I do not know the details, but I can guess that this Ragemauler took something precious from him. His obsession will kill him if he cannot temper it with common sense. Go, find Anton. Help him work through his rage with the Charr. See that he returns to us in one piece. We cannot afford to lose such a skilled fighter. Rage against the dying of the Charr. But you can afford to lose me, I see. Yes. Yes. So insensitive, Langmar. Right, so let's go on to the next quest. Now, this is where I think the episode will end at the end of this one, because it's not really that long. And then the next one takes us... Oh, have I just lagged out again? Boo! I'll see you guys at the Doomlore Shrine. Alright, there we go, and we're back at the Doomlore Shrine. Okay, so we're going to go outside. Yeah, as I was saying, the next quest takes place in Sacknorth Valley, which is quite a way down here, and I kind of want to do a lot of different quests together when we're here. It's annoying, the Sacknorth Valley, because there's no... like I said, this is the only outpost here in the Charr homelands, the Doomlore Shrine. There aren't any others. So you've got the Sacknorth Valley down there with so much cool stuff to do down there, but no outpost to go to. And, you know, that happened a lot in Prophecies, I'll give you that, but that's not actually what is typical in Guild Wars anymore, really. Factions practically had it so that every single area had an outpost adjacent to it, and Nightfall had it so that any place that you can think of at all, including the Realm of Torment, always had an outpost right next to it. So it's just a bit annoying. I think this is one of the only places in Eye of the North that did it. I guess in a way it also kind of makes the Sacknorth Valley a cool area, because it's like, oh, there's so much intrigue there, and you know, because it's kind of difficult to get to, but there's so much cool stuff. It always makes me think that the area is maybe a little bit better than it really is. But yeah, so this next quest though is going to be kind of simple. I think we just got to kind of move down there a little bit, killing Charr as we go, and of course mantids. So that's always fun. I always find this game funny in that you get an annoying enemy like mantids, and they're annoying, and that makes you not want to kill them. You do everything you can to avoid them, when in most other games, if something's really annoying or you really don't like it, you're just going to want to kill it even more. But it's just the complete opposite here. And it nearly always is in Guild Wars, like Mandragores. Just think about it, anything you want, that basically applies to. Okay, so the quest marker points us to here. Ah, there he is. Hello, Anton. How's your mission going, buddy? Ah, the call of battle was too much to ignore, was it? You were drawn here like a griffin to its mating grounds. I love these little like similar metaphors for the animals and creatures of Tyria. That's really cool. It kind of adds a bit of depth. Anyway, I welcome the extra talents. Come, one of the Charr knows where I can find Rend Ragemauler, and I intend to extract that information. Alright, let's get going. I can't remember if Anton comes out with any more of those little things. I'd like it if he did. Have I just aggroed some mantids? Oh, I could have sworn I was going to aggro that queen, but we're good. Alright, sorted. Let's keep going. You may have noticed, actually, I haven't pointed this out yet. We've got another effect on us. This happens permanently on us now. It's called the Call to the Eye. We feel the Eye of the North calling to us. Basically, how Eye of the North will work is when you complete a story arc, you can go back to the Hall of Monuments and look back into the Scrying Pool, and you see something else that's quite cool that's there. So we will be doing that. And the Call of the Eye, basically, is just their way, Arenanet's way, I guess, of telling you, hey, go back to the Eye of the North. So we will be doing that before we end the Charr arc. Yeah, I guess some of you have probably been looking at that and wondering what the hell it is. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, the Charr say, you seek the Rage Mauler, tell me, does your kind always seek death? Yes, yeah, of course we do. No, we're going to kill you. As we've killed millions. I wonder how many Charr have actually died on this Let's Play. It's probably a hell of a lot. Okay, so that's those guys done. We're going to go find another group and let Anton interrogate them. I think it's kind of a shame that Anton doesn't actually have any dialogue to come out with. So, like, if Anton was like, you, Charr, tell me where Rage Mauler is, and then they reply, but instead it just kind of assumes. I mean, that is just so scenic. It's brilliant. It's so cool. I mean, this is one of those things, like, I went on that little bit of a rant a while ago about how people were saying, oh, Guild Wars 2 looks just like Guild Wars 1. I would have no problem if there were vistas in Guild Wars 2 that look just like this. I would have no problem at all. That just looks so nice. I mean, the grass maybe is a little bit annoying because you can see, like, the tiling, but still. Anyway, right, I'm determined to not let him siege us this time. So, it's quite weird fighting Molotov Rocktail, isn't it, really? Because he'll either do a lot of damage to you straight away. It's like any really powerful hitting bosses in this game. I remember, I think the first one I ever really pointed out was at the end of Factions when we were killing, I can't remember what she was called, but one of the bound Shuriken. Oh, here's some more Charr. Did these guys just speak to us? No, they didn't. We're just going to kill him anyway. I do want some battle plans. Alright, looks like we nabbed ourselves a Siege Devourer in that fight as well. Oh, and the Charr is still alive, and I didn't notice. Alright, so here we go. Now I can demonstrate Hayar to you, and possibly in the best place. I love this field. I love open fields. Like I said with the Jade Sea, I always wanted like a big area that was just like this, I guess, but with water. But they always cluttered the screen up with all of the islands and stuff. You know, it goes. Oh, here's the next group because these guys are allied. So they say you will find nothing here but pain and suffering. There's the siege attack for you guys. I never demonstrated that before. Very cool, isn't it? These guys are ranged, so I'll just the drawback to the siege attack is you have to have range on them. You can't just use it at people at your feet. And obviously you can see it's exhausting the hell out of me. I think this is one of those situations where being a frontline character is going to screw you over as well because you're going to have less max energy inside this thing unless it drops your max energy. Using it, I can't quite remember. I don't think it does though. So the exhaustion's a lot worse for me than say if I was playing on my Mesmer. Here we go, another superb Charr carving. Let's keep on moving. That's the next group there. I'll open up with a siege straight away before they've even finished talking. There we go. Pathetic humans, do you really think you can stand against us? Well, yeah, I'm in a Siege Devourer. I can do whatever the hell I want. There's Anton running in. Little guy. See, lots of damage. Very fun playing these things. I love these things. The novelty, I will admit, has worn off slightly. Just like, you know, the Janundu wear off as well. But still. I mean, I guess they're a bit of another mount as well, right? Wait, I didn't give my whole mounts rant when I was in the Janundu, did I? I don't think I did. Anyway, we'll continue on. We've got one more. I think this is the last one. It doesn't actually say in our quest description. It just says defeat the Charr warbands and discover the location of Rage Rendmauler. I like that idea as well, that all of these like roaming patrols, like obviously groups of roaming enemy is something that's happened all over Guild Wars. I like that at least with the Charr there's a real reason for that. It's that, hey, these guys are warbands, that's why they're together, and in, you know, numbers of 8 or so. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the last group here, and annoyingly, they're a little bit more spread out than the others, so my siege isn't going to do amazing. So I'm going to actually... Some people might siege the Prophet there. Oh, no, there you go. They've moved in anyway. But I would always go for the people that are bunched up just because you're going to do more damage anyway. Maybe to less important targets, but overall you're going to do a lot more pressure. Alright, so the Rage Mauler approaches. As we speak, he comes to Sacknoth Valley. Are you so eager to die? Alright, and it turns out we're actually very close to a portal to Sacknoth Valley, and over there we're actually going to see some clues to what happened to those people we met all that time ago that went off with Chance Redding and so forth. But you can't, this is a bit annoying, the quests don't lead on from one another, right? So once we've killed these guys, you'll see that we have to go back to Langmar, and then we have to go back to the Doomlore Shrine, and then we have to walk all the way back down to catch up with Anton again. it's just kind of annoying. There was some stuff in Winds of Change. Oh yeah, I haven't really talked about this. Winds of Change Part 2. It was pretty fun, I'll say that much. I thought it was more fun than Part 1, but obviously you'll hear my thoughts on it more when we actually let's play it. But anyway, there was something that they kept doing in Winds of Change Part 2 that was exactly the same as this, and it's just a pain in the arse. Why can't they just let us finish the quest here, or have it as one long quest? But anyway, you see here, quest updated, the imploding pass. We have to go back to Captain Langmar. And then we have to make the walk back to Saknov Valley. So what I think I will do, guys, is we'll finish this quest here. We'll cash in the reward, and then the start of the next episode will actually be us going into... I'll just open the episode with us walking through that portal to the Saknov Valley. Or maybe just before it, so we get to see what happened. Our first clue to do with Chance Redding and so forth. Anyway, back out into the Grothmar Wardowns. I didn't get a battle plan drop that I didn't notice there, did I? No, I don't think so. I might also buy a battle plan before we start the next episode. Anyway, she said, I was afraid of this. Anton has become enslaved by his emotions, driven by obsession into rash action. Does that sound like anyone else we know? Like, I don't know, Gwen? I must deal with this situation before his actions bring ruin down upon us all. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I will fear I will have to call upon you again soon. And indeed she will. So here's the next quest. Here we are, engaged in a battle for our very survival, and Anton goes off on a quest for personal vengeance. I will have his hide for this, and by all accounts, Rend Rage Mauler is a threat we would have to deal with. We shall help Anton with his vendetta. Then we can turn his attention to other things. Anton is searching Saknov Valley for his quarry. Find him and bring this ugly matter to a cause. One less Charr, one more Charr fighter. Win-win. Alright, cool. In fact, this quest, the smell of Titan in the morning, we may as well grab this as well while we're here. So, you there, Peter Redhill. Our scouts have sent word of a towering beast to the south. One that leaves naught but all-consuming flame in its wake. This can only be a Titan. Which leaves us all to wonder, how long before it turns north? We cannot fight such a foe when our hands are already full of Charr. I would have you travel to Saknov Valley and slay this Titan. Go before we're all extra crispy. Alright, so you actually get, obviously skills in Eye of the North. Quests do give you skills in Eye of the North. We're going to start getting them here as well. So, this is one eternal flame that's about to go out. So, that's actually very cool. I've got some thoughts on how they consider the Titans to be different to the Destroyers. I've always thought it'd be very cool to see sort of a Titans versus Destroyer fight, but I guess we'll talk about that next episode, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, and I will see you next time. See you later, everybody. Oh my god, did you see? Look, they're waving in the background. That's amazing. Why haven't I been doing that before in the Let's Play? Let's see if that happens again. That was brilliant. Why haven't I been doing that? Oh, they're facing the wrong way, but there you go. Thanks, Eve. At least Eve had the common courtesy. Yeah, right. I'll see you guys next time.